Let me tell you about a friend of mine. Last year, he got a phone call that sounded, completely normal. But that one call, well, it changed everything.
The voice on the other end was just so calm, so professional, so convincing. It was exactly what you would expect to hear from your bank, right?
And here's the thing that really got him. The caller knew his full name, and he knew which bank he used. That little piece of information, that tiny shred of legitimacy, was all it took for my friend's guard to just evaporate, and for pure panic to set in.
And just like that, in less than an hour, his entire bank account was empty, drained, down to zero. But here's the craziest part. This wasn't a technical hack. There was no virus, no stolen password. This was a totally different kind of attack, one that targets our own psychology. This is what we call social engineering.
So if you've ever wondered how smart, careful people still fall for scams, then this explainer is for you. It will completely change how you look at your emails, your calls, and even your text messages. We're going to break down exactly how these attacks work, and more importantly, how you can shut them down.
At its core, social engineering is all about hacking the person, not the computer. Attackers know a very simple truth. It's often way easier to trick a human than it is to break a piece of software. They go after our natural instincts, our tendency to trust people, to panic under pressure, and our desire to fix problems quickly.
Think about it this way. A traditional hacker is looking for a bug in the code of a system. A social engineer, they're looking for a bug in our code, our emotions. The entire goal is to push you, to rush you, to get you to act before that logical part of your brain has a chance to kick in.
So how do they actually do it? Well, attackers have a playbook, a set of psychological tools they use to bypass our common sense. Let's break down the 5 biggest tools in their toolbox.
First up is authority. From the time where kids were taught to listen to authority figures. Attackers know this, so they'll pretend to be from your bank, from tech support, maybe even your boss, because they know you're way less likely to question a command from someone you think is in charge. Next, they create a sense of urgency. They put a ticking clock on it. This amazing offer expires in 5 minutes, or your account's going to be suspended. They don't want to give you time to think. They want that panic mode to kick in, because when we panic, we make mistakes. And of course, there's good old-fashioned fear. The threat of losing your money, getting into some kind of legal trouble, or having your account compromised. That's a really powerful motivator. Fear makes you want the problem to just go away. And hey, conveniently, the attacker is right there with a supposed solution. Now this one is really subtle but incredibly effective. Familiarity. The moment you see a logo you recognize, or you get a message from a friend or a colleague, your brain's natural threat detector just dials way, way down. Attackers absolutely prey on that built-in trust we have. And finally, they use reciprocity. The attacker frames themselves as the good guy, someone who's just trying to help you out. By offering their assistance, they trigger a deep-seated social instinct in us to cooperate. It's a clever trick to make you feel like you're both on the same team. Okay, so that's the theory. Now, let's take a look at how these tools are actually used in the real world, in scams that you and I might see every single day. The classic phishing email. I bet you've seen one of these. It uses urgency right there in the subject line, and then it uses authority with that official-looking bank logo. Everything about it, the professional tone, the layout, it's all designed to look legit and get you to click that dangerous link without thinking.
Okay, this is a really critical defense against phone scams. A real bank will never, and I mean never, call you up and ask for this stuff. One-time passwords or verification codes are for you to enter on a website, not to read aloud to someone on the phone. This is a list worth memorizing.
And then there's the WhatsApp scam. This one preys on familiarity and urgency. You get a text from a friend or family member who's in some kind of trouble. They need money and they need it fast. Another huge red flag is any message asking you to verify your account by sending them a code. That's just not how it works. And don't forget, social engineering isn't just a digital thing. Imagine someone walking straight into your office building, acting like they're from IT. They use all the right buzzwords, they look busy, they project this air of authority, and more often than you think, nobody even questions them. Sometimes, confidence is the only key an attacker really needs. All right, we've seen the attacker's playbook. Now, for the most important part of all of this, your defense playbook. So how do you defend against an attack that's aimed squarely at your own emotions? Well, the good news is you don't need any complex software, you just need to know how to break their script. And here they are. These are your verbal firewalls.
These simple phrases can shut down a social engineering attack instantly. When someone claims to be your bank, saying, "I'll call you back using the official number on your website," just short-circuits their entire plan. When they create that fake urgency, a calm, "I'm going to need some time to verify this," gives you back control. These aren't just words, they are tools that create space for your logic to re-enter the conversation. And trust me, the one thing a scammer hates is a pause for verification.
Now, it is so crucial to remember this. Falling for these scams doesn't mean you're not smart. Social engineering doesn't target your intelligence. It targets our shared human nature, those moments when we're stressed or distracted, or just trying to be helpful.
So, here it is, your final checklist. Before you click, before you reply, before you act on any kind of urgent request, just run through these steps. Just taking a 10-second pause can be enough to let your logical brain catch up with your emotional one. Always verify independently. That means you look up the company's real phone number yourself. You don't use the one they gave you.
And that brings us to our final thought. You know, antivirus software is great, but your strongest defense, your absolute best firewall, is your own awareness. It's that pause before you click. It's that little question you decide to ask. It's you.